Greetings everyone, and thank you for the opportunity. I'm Cameron Diehl, the Director of the League of Cities and Towns. We represent all 248 cities and towns in the state. That's 1,380 mayors and council members who are elected by their constituents to make a difference in their communities. There's one fundamental question that I want to ask today that I want you to keep in your mind as we get to the presentation in a moment, and that is, why do cities exist? Well, cities exist so that residents can have a voice in the future of their community. Cities exist per the Constitution and per state law to provide for the health, safety, and welfare of their communities, and also to plan the land use and find the balance between the needs of today's residents and tomorrow's residents. Essentially, cities are in the quality of life business, and that's why this partnership between the League of Cities and Towns and Utah State University is so essential, because ultimately the policymakers that I represent need good, unbiased information to help them make decisions that impact not just the residents of today, but the residents of tomorrow. So what does that actually mean? Well, right now you have policymakers that are making decisions about where neighborhoods should be, about the integration between where housing development should be and where transportation infrastructure should be. They're making decisions about parks and trails and open space and how all of that is interconnected. Why? It's all under that same umbrella of the quality of life. And the quality of life is going to be a little bit different if you live in Cache Valley as a mothership and the flagship of Utah State University, or if you live in Blanding for one of the distance education facilities, or anywhere in between. So there's no one-size-fits-all approach to how we provide quality of life to residents. In fact, one-size-fits-all, but the data and the information that you're going to hear today and really throughout this series will help inform those policymakers to make smart decisions. Because ultimately, the question now we have to ask is, what does all of this actually mean in light of population growth? You heard Mayor Wilson talk about the challenges right here in Salt Lake County. I grew up in Murray, and I went to a youth event when I was a teenager on the west side of Harriman at a ranch, and it took forever to get there. It felt like it was in the middle of nowhere. Well, if I were to drive to that ranch today, fast forward to 2019, it still takes forever to get there. But it takes forever to get there because of the traffic, am I right? Chuck, when you're in the council from Harriman. And unfortunately, those are the challenges that we're faced with today, and that's where Utah State can be a tremendous partner. One other key tidbit for you to know is, what do our residents think about population growth? We commissioned a study last year through Y2 Analytics that showed that 63% of Utahns feel like we're growing too quickly. Let that set in for a second. 63% feel like the success we're experiencing as a state actually is a bad thing because we're growing too quickly. And part of that, as we dug deeper in the survey, was that people felt like there wasn't a plan in place. Well, the good news is, and we do have plans in place. We have the Unified Plan for Transportation. We have SB 34 that the legislature passed. We have UDOT hiring planners all over the state. And we have Utah State University, who's providing this sort of research data that's going to be critical, because even as Utah's population doubles, our available land is not going to double. It's going to be critical for policymakers to have this information so they can make wise generational policy decisions. So with that, I look forward to hearing from you today, and thank you for the opportunity.